there! Let's talk about 5 non-diet culture ways that you can exercise and get your body moving without being triggering. This has been one of the hardest things for me on my body positivity journey. I always associated exercise with punishment or weight loss, but especially this year I've been working on healing my relationship with movement and exercise and doing it for me and all of the health benefits that are mental or just for fun, to get stronger. I hate to say healthier because that does feel diet culture-y to me. And as you guys know, I struggle with chronic illness, so I'm never going to be a healthy person. But I am interested in getting a lot of my strength back because I had a lot of really bad arthritis flare-ups last year and I lost a lot of my stamina. So I'm never gonna be the type of person to like run a marathon, but I do love just hiking and stuff like that. So those are some of my personal goals. And I actually highly suggest making your own list of non-weight loss related goals associated with movement, because then you can refer back to this list when you start to get in that mentality of, oh, I need to do this for weight loss, I need to do this for this, I need to do it for that. That can be super helpful. So in no particular order, here we go. Number 1, one of my favorite ways to get my blood flowing is just to turn on my favorite music and dance around my room. Sometimes I'll even dance in the mirror, and this has kind of like healed my relationship with my body because I'm learning to accept how I look when I'm moving, when I'm not just posing in front of a camera. And I personally love dancing. I grew up in South America, so I love salsa dancing as well. Or even I have also been trying to learn some K-pop dances, which is kind of silly, but they're so fun. One of my favorite dances is Signal by Twice. They're like, they're just so cute and they're fun, and a lot of them actually put out choreography videos that you can follow along to. To me, this is just so fun that I don't even think about exercise or anything like that. My second tip is to get outside in nature, whether it's hiking or just walking around the park. If you are able to, especially this summer, like swimming. Here where I live, we have lots of rivers and lakes that you can swim at. And I find that when I'm outside, I'm so focused on how beautiful everything is and watching the squirrels and the birds and just taking in the scenery. This allows me to do quote-unquote cardio without trying to think, okay, I need to push myself, I need to, you know, do this or do that. I'm just enjoying being outside, taking my time, walking at my own pace. And I just find nature so healing. I know that's really cliche, but especially as the weather is getting nicer, it's a great time to get outside if you have that option. My third tip is to have a friend help keep you accountable. You guys can be walking buddies or even just someone that you can contact when you're starting to feel triggered or find yourself going into that weight loss mentality. I love going on walks with my friends or having little dance parties with them. Because if I'm walking with my friends, I'm not focused on my own inner thought pattern. I'm talking to them, we're just laughing, having fun, and it's a great mood boost. And also a great way to connect with people. Additionally, if you have a pet, I do not sadly, but taking your dog or your pet for a walk would be another great way to do this. Even though dogs can't talk to you, sadly. My fourth tip, I have truly found yoga to be so healing, and I know that it's not for everyone. I hate the people who are like, have you tried yoga? So I'm not trying to be like that, but because yoga is approached from more of like a mental and spiritual route, I find it an easier way to do sort of strength building exercises, I guess. And I have absolutely loved incorporating yoga as well as meditation into my life. There are so many amazing people on YouTube that do yoga tutorials. Definitely start with a beginner one, because the last thing you want is to do something that's too advanced and then you find yourself getting frustrated and beating yourself up. But I find that when I'm doing yoga, I'm not focused on shrinking my body so much as I'm focused on really my inner breath, and just like, I find myself admiring how strong I am because I'm like, whoa, like my arms can hold me up in this way, or I didn't realize my body could bend this way. And it's really fun to challenge yourself to work to different goals, and this is again a great way to incorporate non-weight loss related goals because you can have a certain pose you want to work towards. I doubt I'll ever be the type to do a handstand, but that would be really cool. And yoga has also taught me a lot about breath work and meditation, which these have done wonders for my mental health and just like anxiety. Sort of as a side note, I highly recommend practicing guided meditations. I was never able to meditate or focus on meditating, but I always wanted to try it, and when I discovered guided meditations, it was a total game changer for me. It's so much easier for me to do that rather than just trying to quiet my mind, because there's a lot going on in here. And my 5th tip is to listen to your favorite podcast or audiobook while you are walking around the neighborhood, or if you are the type of person who goes to the gym, you could do this on the treadmill. I personally find gyms really triggering, so that's why I try to either work out in my home or outside. For me, gyms are just like a really negative association because I used to go there and feel like everyone was staring at me, and like I had to push myself like beyond my limits so that I would be like a good fat person, you know, and I just feel like everyone was judging me, and I do still struggle with that. It gives me a lot of anxiety, so I just avoid that for my own mental health. But if it works for you, go get on the treadmill and listen to your favorite audiobook. So those are some of my tips. I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys would want a second part to this, and comment below your own tips because I'm still on this journey too. And remember not to push yourself. If you're not ready, that's okay. If you try to do any of these and you start to feel those negative thoughts come in, you start to feel triggered, it's okay to stop. You don't have to push yourself. This isn't any sort of competition. Your journey to recovery and healing your relationship with your body is your own, and no one can take that away from you. There's no one right way to do it. It took me a very long time to get to this point where I was ready to even consider exercising. So honor your journey and where you are at, and remember that I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.